Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel Grooming Brains. Students, today we will learn about the various properties of acid and their uses. The word acid comes from Latin word acidus or acer which means sour. Sour means जो चीजें खट्टी होती हैं. Things like vinegar or lemon juice are sour in nature, means they are acidic. There are many things we eat contain acids. For example, let's take the example of vinegar. Vinegar contains acetic acid, lemon contains citric acid, tomato contains oxalic acid, grapes contain tartaric acid, milk contains lactic acid, sting of ant it contains formic acid, apples contain malic acid. So all these are the sources of acid, but these acids are very mild in nature and we call them organic acid also because they occur naturally. Now let's discuss some other sources of acid. The other sources, these acids are prepared in laboratory and we call them mineral acids. These acids are stronger in action, but there is one exception. For example, carbonic acid is prepared in laboratory but it is mild in action. We use carbonic acid in preparing fizzy drinks like cold drinks and other aerated drinks. But other acids, for example, hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid, nitric acid, all these acids are very strong in nature. They, even if we touch them, we may get burns. So we should not touch them. Now, next is how acids are formed. Acids are formed in very small amount in nature, but when we require acid in large quantities, then they are prepared by artificial methods. Now, how acids are formed? See, acids are generally made by dissolving oxides of nonmetals. Nonmetals, for example, carbon, sulfur, nitrogen. All these nonmetals are when they are dissolved in water, then we form acids. We get acids. Now, these acidic oxides are called acidic because when dissolved in water, they form acids. Now, let's take the example of carbon dioxide and water. When carbon dioxide is mixed with water, it forms carbonic acid. I already told you that carbonic acid is used in preparing cold drinks and aerated drinks. Now, if you mix sulfur trioxide with water, then we will get sulfuric acid. Similarly, we can also prepare hydrochloric acid. Now, hydrochloric acid can be prepared by various methods. The common method is it is prepared by reaction between hydrogen and chlorine in the presence of sunlight, and then the gas produced is dissolved in water to obtain hydrochloric acid. Now, let us learn about concentrated acid and dilute acid. Now, what are concentrated acids? The acids which contain solutions which contain very large amount of acid, then that such solutions are called concentrated acid. But when solution contains small amount of acid, then it is called dilute acids. Now, we will see some acidic substances in air. The very common acidic substance in air is carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is formed by respiration of plants and animals. Now, these things, yes, plants also produce carbon dioxide. Generally, we do that. Plants produce oxygen, but plants produce oxygen during photosynthesis, and while respiration, plants produce carbon dioxide also. But why we generally say that plants give out oxygen? Because the amount of oxygen produced by a plant is much more than amount of carbon dioxide. So generally we say that plants give out oxygen, but plants also give out carbon dioxide. So we get carbon dioxide by respiration of plants and animals. And secondly, we also get carbon dioxide by burning fuels like wood, coal, petrol, kerosene, LPG, etc. Now students, coal contains carbon and some other fuels also contain carbon compounds. So when this carbon is reacted with oxygen in the presence is burnt with oxygen, then they produce carbon dioxide. Large amount of carbon dioxide is discharged into the air. Now second is oxides of sulfur. Sulfur dioxide is mainly formed when sulfur and sulfur containing minerals and fuels are burnt. Now you can see in this reaction S plus O2 give rise to SO2, means sulfur. When sulfur is burned in the presence of oxygen, then it produces sulfur dioxide. Now oxides of nitrogen. You know students, nitric oxide is formed by the direct reaction between N2 and O2. N2 is nitrogen and O2 is oxygen. What happens actually? There is a reaction when there is lightning, then there is direct reaction between nitrogen and oxygen, which are already present in air. So this reaction produces nitric oxide. Immediately, that nitric oxide produced is reacted with oxygen and it forms nitrogen dioxide. In this way, we get nitrogen dioxide acids. Now, next is acid rain. See students, there are many acidic gases present in the atmosphere, and they are fairly soluble in water, and they are brought down by rain. Therefore, we call the first shower is slightly acidic. Now, what is acid rain now? The rain with high content of acid is called acid rain. But acidic rain causes very adverse effects on human life as well as on aquatic life. See here, acid rain releases toxic metals into the forest, which stunts the growth of trees. Now let's discuss some effects of acid rain. You know students, excess acid makes the soil acidic and unfit for cultivation. Acid rain makes water body like ponds, lakes, rivers acidic and affects aquatic life also. You can see in these two pictures. Now, acid rain also corrodes statues and monuments made of metal, marble and cement. See in this picture, this is a monument which is deteriorating day by day because of acid rain. Most of you must have seen Taj Mahal. Now when Taj Mahal was built, it was pure white in color. But now if you see Taj Mahal, it is pale yellow in color because the acid rain reacts with the marble and it changes its color. Now let's discuss general behavior of acidic substances. You know students, as most these acids have sour taste, खट्टे होते हैं वो taste में. Second, they turn blue litmus red. Now what is blue litmus red? Blue litmus is a paper, it is an indicator. When we put blue litmus in a solution and if this paper turns red, it means that solution is acidic. Third, they corrode metals. Now corrode metal means they chemically act on metals and forming new compounds like salts. That is why students, we never keep pickles or vinegar or sour things in metal pots. What happens actually, the acids will eat up these metal pots and things will become bad. Now see this, when iron is reacted with sulfuric acid, then what happens? Iron sulfate is formed. Similarly, acid react with carbonates and hydrogen carbonates to produce carbon dioxide with effervescence. Now what is effervescence? Effervescence means when carbon dioxide gas bubbles out and produce hissing sound. That is called effervescence. Let us take the example of lemon and baking soda. Now what is baking? We also call baking soda as sodium bicarbonate. What happens when we squeeze lemon juice in baking soda? Then what happens? Uh, it produce a hissing sound, and some bubbles, gas bubbles, will be produced. Such this is called here. What happens actually? Carbon dioxide is dissolved with effervescence. So this is what acids react with carbonates and hydrogen carbonates. Now next, let us do some uses of acid. So these are the uses of natural acid. First of all, ascorbic acid. It is used in preparing vitamin C. Citric acid. It is used as a flavoring agent and food preservative also. Acetic acid. It is used in flavoring agent and food preservative also. Tartaric acid. It is used as souring agent. Now, uses of mineral acids. Now, hydrochloric acid is used as bathroom cleaner, in the tanning of leather, and in the dyeing and textile industries. Second, nitric acid. It is used in the manufacturing of fertilizers and also in the manufacturing of explosive dyes and drugs. Sulfuric acid. It is used in producing lead storage batteries, and secondly it is also used in the manufacturing of hydrochloric acid, drugs, fertilizers, detergents and explosives. Now I think acids and their properties and uses are clear to you. That's all for today. If you like the video, please like, share and subscribe it. Bye bye.